What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Welcome back. Welcome back. Another Radrover ride for me. Another video for you. Brakes sound decent. Okay, they got enough bite. I guess they got enough bite for me to slow down. I'm not gonna take the shortcut because, believe it or not, when it rains, it rains really hard around here. The problem with living out in the South, especially in Houston, where I live, is that it's a very long summer. It's like an Indian summer. Oh, okay. Making sure that car stops. All right. So I will be headed to the clubhouse. Got a lot of headwind here. I got a flashing yellow light. So I'm going to try to time this right so I don't... oh, it is completely yellow. Oh shit, gotta go. Anyways, yeah, I didn't mean to do that, but you know, it's either go or stop, and I figured just go. Alright, so I have an update on my air conditioning. It works. It kind of stopped. I was a little worried because, man, you need air conditioning out here in the South, especially in the summer and towards the end of summer, because the heat never really lets up. And we're at the height of hurricane season here. So. But nothing has hit, thank goodness. Just gotta wait it out. We'll have another month, September, and after September, it kind of dies down as far as the hurricane season. But anyways, back to the air conditioning. What ended up happening was, and I've always had this little error message pop up, but no one could figure out what the error message was, so we all ignored it for a while. But it turns out that a wire has been chewed on, and it's a wire that's connected to the sensor, and it's been going on for a while. And I guess finally some other wires were chewed, and the sensors were cut effectively, and that stopped the air conditioner, stopped the compressor. So, and it was a little bit low on Freon, the newer Freon, not the old one. So, but had a service tech come out, and we discovered that there was rodents or mice, maybe even geckos and lizards living in the AC unit, the conditioner, where the fan is outside. They're living there, or trying to make a home there. Anyways, I saw a lot of debris. They tore up the fiberglass housing over the compressor, which the technician told me I don't really need. It doesn't really do anything. And basically, I guess it hasn't, because the last 5 years, it's been all torn up. So cleaned all that up, rewired everything, got it repaired, and now my thermostat has a green dot, which means everything's A-OK. So take care of that, man. But amazingly, the air conditioning was still working. It wasn't working optimally. It was just working on default. So now we got it fixed. House feels a little bit cooler. And with topped off on Freon, so got that taken care of. Thank goodness. So got that taken care of. And then, yeah, the summer never really ends until like maybe November, and then you'll start feeling the temps go down. Where the lows are in the 60s, maybe in the 60s, but you'll still get like a good 80 degrees, and hopefully we'll get a low of 50 degree, but mostly it's like 60 degrees and a high of maybe 75. But that doesn't come until November, so that's still a few more months away. But man, summers are long. Like today is going to be in the 90s with extreme UV. I guess the Earth is tilting right towards the Houston area directly, and yeah, the UV rays are extreme. And my youngest, when she walks from school, her cheeks are all red. I'm like, why is she red? Well, the UV index is at extreme when she gets out of school. So, although it is hot, it's still in the 90s, probably still humid from the rain, but the UV index is much higher. Oh, looks like they repainted. Nice. Nicely done. All right, they repainted that. Maintain it. Maintenance. That's the difference between a community that's rising in property value and a community that's, basically the ghetto. Maintenance of the common areas. Although we pay through the association on that, or I pay, other people pay. Everybody who lives here pays the association fees for it, but the common areas, the upkeep, that's all done through the association fees, and then everything else is probably done through the city taxes, local county taxes, and all that. Schools are property. It's all done mainly through property tax and sales tax, mainly. So I'm wearing my FlexiFreeze vest, so I'm not too hot. And it is windy here. Another thing is I've been looking at this app called windy.com, and it tells me the wind, and yeah, I have a better idea. I always wonder why it's so windy here, because the wind comes this way. Like if you ever see my speedometer, like sometimes my speedometer speeds up and then slows down. Well, I contribute that to wind. Sometimes I get a good gust of wind, sometimes I don't. It depends. Anyways, I'm on pedal assist 5, gear 7, down 1 bar. And I'm enjoying my day. As much as I can, anyway. I don't know if I'm going to do some yard work today. I'm going to let the grass grow. It's the last maybe a month and a half. So I just let the grass grow a little bit longer, because after that it's gonna just stop growing. So I want the grass in my yard to grow out a little bit more, get some roots, root into the ground, because after that they're gonna start hibernating. I kind of ring the bell here just to make sure that no one's around. Let them know I'm coming. I don't see anybody. You always got to be careful. Just because you don't see anybody, it doesn't mean that they're not there. So I'm headed to the clubhouse. got my nutritional drink, and I'm just gonna stop by and do my usual rest, drink my nutritional drink, cool off in the AC, use the bathroom, get some cold water. Oh, a little water right there. A little water right there. Heard the water splash. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not really pushing hard. I'm letting the bike do most of the work. I just like being outside. I mean, I am pedaling, I am pushing. So I do put effort into it, but obviously nothing like on a regular bike. Because I just want to get to the clubhouse, enjoy the scenery. That's my pit stop, and then come back home because I got things to do. I want to just enjoy the ride. More than anything, I want to enjoy the ride. You get addicted to the ride. Maybe you get a little bit addicted. You get I guess a biker's high. You get a biker's high, from being out here in the sun and the wind blowing through your hair, I guess. Although in my case, it's the wind blowing through my buff and my FlexiFreeze. I'm gently pulling on the brakes. That way they wear out a little evenly, they don't get overheated. Let's see, is it, which direction am I gonna take? Oh, I gotta stop. Okay, then I'm gonna go. Okay, take the street. Like long rides anymore. Not that I can't, but I don't want to be too far away from my house. Not because I have range anxiety or anything. It's just that with the coronavirus pandemic and crime rates going up, I don't venture into downtown Houston like I used to. I used to take 2 batteries with me. I put an extra battery up here in the front, my Camel or water bladder, and it's about a 60-mile range, I think. 60-mile round trip, maybe a little bit more. But I would take all day. I would go take the bike trails. There's this one part where I actually go on a very busy street, but usually on the weekend it's not that busy. But on the way back, I get a lot of headwind, like crazy headwind. And by then I'm already exhausted, like 8 hours. But while I go to downtown, I stop by I usually go on Sunday, maybe Saturday. There's a restaurant that has brunch, all-you-can-eat buffet, and man, it is good. Next to the George R. Brown Center, the Discovery Park. I would go, but I don't know. Crime rate, coronavirus pandemic, the fear mongering with this Delta variant. I mean, it's just crazy. So I just say, I'm just gonna stay here. I got my bike ride in. People, if you do this just every day, a little bit every day, as a whole, if you add it all up, it's a lot. It's a lot. So, I ride a little bit every day, that's good for me. Then I go home and do my yard work. That's an exercise. It's hot, it's humid, the UV index is high. I gotta be careful. I prefer to ride during the day, midday. I think it it does offer better lighting conditions for the video, and nobody out here. Midday, you know, you try to go in the morning, you got morning traffic. You go in the later afternoon, you got rush hour going home. So midday around lunchtime, nobody's around. That's the best time for me to ride my bike, and that's what I'm doing. So that's what I do. Woo! Well, I'm getting prepared for fall. I can see the weather is changing, weather pattern is changing. I see the sun setting in a different location. So yeah, I'm getting ready for fall. I'm getting ready for the colder weather. So I'm gonna have to change my setup here eventually. I have to change my gear, my ride a little bit. And I might do different routing. My route usually change. I'll do more off-roading. All right. There we go. It'll sit down. All right, please like, share, comment. Let me know what you all think. Are you ready for the fall ride? I hope you are. I know I will be. All right, like, share, subscribe, comment. Also consider joining membership. Bye.